the introduction of your smartphones, like your Android phones, your iPhones, your HTC, your Windows Lumia, or the Windows-based phones, etc., etc. If you still want to count the Nokias and co, the way we do business has changed. The way we even study has changed. The way we collaborate has changed. We can be much more productive. We can be much more mobile. We can be much more connected. I mean, I think WhatsApp has, which is one of the applications you can find on the smartphone, has left a serious blazing trail. And the fact that we can connect to other social media platforms like Facebook and YouTube and Google Plus to quickly give quick updates has changed the dynamics around sharing information, connecting, advertising, branding ourselves, etc. Now, for a typical productive person, using your smartphone to take notes in minutes or meetings, notes at meetings is not uncommon. Or using your smartphone to record meetings when you necessarily can't capture as quickly so that you can go back and edit. Recording and editing most of my videos that I do on this program are done via my smartphone. And it's amazing that even the editing bit, putting them together, taking the different videos, putting them around, putting a little extra color on it, is all done from the smartphone, which I think is amazing in terms of the capabilities of the smartphones as they progress. I've done a number of project management functionalities, or should I say I've done a few projects on my smartphone, choosing timelines, looking at milestones, and doing my little Gantt chart or whatever with the right applications. Doing your to-do lists is commonplace because you have a lot of applications that allow you to do that. Checking my emails, it's a regular thing. Doing, like I said, social media collaboration, sharing pictures and videos are also something that's commonplace. And one of the things which has been even much more productive for me, because a lot of times finding the time to sit down and say update your blogs, update your website, can sometimes be tough for somebody who is overwhelmed at work or somebody who is always on the move. But when with the use of a smartphone, connecting to your account and quickly doing an update, or quickly putting on an update, or quickly changing something on your blog or your site, has become much easier. And it's really making us a lot more productive, besides just taking calls and sending text messages. And the domain has totally changed. And in an environment like this where we have over 100% penetration with phones and cell phones, and maybe a huge amount of them being smartphones and currently growing, and with the prices as they drop for smartphones, with your new Samsung, Asus, etc., what prices are really dropping, and where the market is becoming much more accessible to everybody, the dynamics are mind-blowing. I can't even fathom where we're going with this, and what type of collaborations and what type of possibilities are going to be out there because of this smartphone age. But it's important, as we enjoy the age of the smartphone, to understand that there are also some concerns that we need to address. For example, with your video camera, with your smartphone can potentially also be a security threat. If you're not careful, it can allow others to get access to your location. You need to always be mindful of who has access to your phone and what type of information or literature they can get access to. How much are you putting out there via your smartphone in terms of what you're doing, where you are, what your current status is? You permit me to take a scene from one of these popular series that they've been showing, Person of Interest, where anytime they want to identify or follow someone, they just clone the person's phone. I mean, I don't even know if that's currently possible or how easy it is to do, but just the thought of somebody cloning your smartphone with the amount of information, the amount of things you exchange, it's mind-blowing. It's crazy. And for those especially who use your smartphones for work, corporate work, etc., you may want to be considering a lot of encryption technology, etc., because if your phone is not locked and say somebody steals your phone or somebody robs you of your phone and takes your phone, especially when you have things like your email accounts and other things connected to it to automatically connect and read, can you imagine the type of information or what kind of security breach you're putting out for your office? And these are things we have to be mindful of, that as positive and as productive as smartphones are, you also need to be aware of the threats that they introduce to our work environment. So it's important that most workplaces today, if you have people who use smartphones, that you have a proper BYOD policy, which is bring your own device policy, or policy on how they use their smartphones. Otherwise, it can be quite a dangerous tool to have, especially with it being so close. Well, folks, you've heard it. Use it well, and it won't become a thorn in the flesh. Stay empowered.